5 million of us watched her documentary Katie Price, Harvey and Me last year, and now she's letting the cameras back in as her son Harvey prepares for college. Well, Katie joins me now. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
That bond you have with Harvey is extraordinary, actually. You can see the trust and the love.
Definitely. And I think with Harvey, the more people get to know him, where they could see, he's taught me his language.
Yes.
Because people always say, how do you talk to Harvey? And I'm like, in fact, he's taught me his language.
Yeah.
It's unconditional love. And it's taken years to build that, if that makes sense. So I've grown up with him and, yeah, I suppose if someone else came in the room to speak to him, he probably wouldn't understand as much as if I was in the room, because I know exactly how to ask him questions and, you know.
Do you worry about him a lot more than your other kids? Is he your when I say worry, but, you know, you obviously worry about the future. I mean, he's doing brilliantly. We see that in the documentary. He's doing things that, you know, doctors when he was a baby would be astounded at what he's achieved.
Yeah, they said he wouldn't walk, talk, speak. He does all of that. But the good thing is about Harvey, he's 19, and I feel safer with Harvey, because if you think my other kids, they're growing up and they'll be going out to parties, going out into town, and you don't know what's going to happen, whereas Harvey, I know where he is.
Right.
So, in a way, I feel safer with Harvey because I know where he is. I haven't got that worry, where with the other kids, you will have that constant worry. What time are they coming home?
No.
Where are they? Who are they with? You know, I'm not sure, oh, Jill, you've got daughters, haven't you?
Yes, one wee girl. Well, she's not a wee girl anymore, but yeah, you never stop worrying about them.
That's
Katie.
the thing.
You never stop. He's never had any contact with his dad, which I think is terribly sad. I think his dad's missing out.
I still don't understand. My mum's always in contact with his manager, saying, does he want to see Harvey? That's just the same. I don't understand it, because he could have so much fun with Harvey.
Yeah.
I don't understand it myself, because people must say to him, you know, your son's done this, your son's done that.
Yeah, he's on a documentary, he's won an award.
Nothing, absolute nothing.
All these things. You mentioned your mum. How is she? Because I know she's not well at all.
My mother.
She's a battler, isn't she?
Oh, my God. My mum keeps saying to me, do you know what, just when I'm just about to try and rest, you know, because I'm ill, you do something else. You keep me on my toes. I'm like, Mum, you're not going anywhere yet. So, I mean, obviously she's terminally ill.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But now she's on her oxygen. We try and have a joke about it as well, because we're like, you're on your leash now around the house and, you know, but no, she is struggling, and it's a horrible illness to see someone go through, because she's suffocating.
Yeah, it's her lungs, isn't it?
Yeah, so now when she's talking, sometimes I know what she's trying to say, so I finish it for her, because I don't want to see her struggle. Gosh,
you've got that kind of telepathy with your mum, the same as you've got with Harvey.
It's not nice to see your mum like that, or anyone have any illness like that.
But she is incredible, Katie. She's absolutely remarkable.
She drives me nuts.
In a really good way. And listen, how are you in yourself? Because you know what it's like. We see all this stuff in the tabloids. Some of it you take with a pinch of salt. I'm sure you take with a kilo of salt. But how are you? Just how are you?
I'm actually good. I am good. And this is what happens. I'm good, but things happen to me. So people cause things to me. I mean, so much has gone on lately in the press, but I want everyone to know I'm actually good. And obviously I'd done another stint in the Priory. And that wasn't rehab. That was nothing to do with alcohol or drugs. It was severe PSTD, again. And I was in there due to what people had done to me that led me up to the car accident, that led me up to go into the Priory. And I've decided to have therapy every week for the rest of my life.
And does that help you? Do you find it really helps you?
Yeah, because I think what happens with me, things build up, and then I'm just like, and then I cause more damage, and then it's...
It's like you've got a wee self-destruct button sometimes,
it is
and you press that.
It is,
you know, and so that's got to stop, hasn't it?
And I've got to stop biting. So they teach me that. They say, Kate, if there's something you want to bite about, don't go and do it on social media. Talk to us. And you know, you can explain to us what it is that you want to get out of it, so they stop me. Because it's only certain things. I'm so tolerant, so patient, but there's certain people that rile me.
That annoy you. I think we're all a wee bit like that, but sometimes you're going to have to bite your lip. You're just going to have to say,
because there's so many good things happening for me at the moment, and I just don't want to ruin any of it. So it's just focus on the good things.
What I think is really interesting, though, because you know how in the press you got a really hard time about your house?
Oh,
it was
my God,
look at the state of that women's house. That's an outrage. And what you did, which was really clever, was you turned it into a documentary. You know, you turned it into the Mucky mansion, and Yeah, and then people can see, and and actually the house is getting better all the time, isn't it?
Oh my God, that house. So people don't realise why it was called Mucky Mansion, because people just fly drones over the house.
Oh, right.
And because my field, basically, someone done one of the worst cases of fly tipping on my property, because my house was just sitting there for 2 years. Then it got burgled, where someone turned the water tap on the middle floor, knowing I wasn't there. All the ceilings collapsed.
Oh, jeez.
So literally, it was like, do I leave the house or do I turn it around? Because I couldn't even walk in the house because I had bad memories there. But now, I love the house. We've only done 4 rooms so far. Okay. There's like 11 bedrooms there, all the other rooms, but they had such good reviews from it. Right. And good ratings that they want to do it again.
Mucky Mansion 2! Mucky Mansion Part 2.
But everyone loved it. No, but it's my bedroom. I want to do it like princesses. I love doing princesses' room and jets. It's just bringing out their personality and what they like.
And you've got your kids, and I know you don't rule out having more children, because...
No, I'm definitely, we're doing the IVF route.
Yeah, are you, Katie? Really?
The thing is, it's weird, because although I feel young, my body's not. I've learnt this, that each cycle you have, you lose eggs each time. I didn't know that. And obviously I'm 44 this year, and I haven't got as many eggs as I wanted. So we're having to do IVF, and we are doing it.
And that's something, and you're stable, the relationship's happy, you're
all
right,
we're getting married this year, IVF, happy.
Right.
I can't wait to have more kids.
God.
And I've been with Cole, nearly 2 years now. Right. And unfortunately for Cole, I broke my feet a month into our relationship, so he was my carer, because I was in a wheelchair.
But that's an amazing test of a relationship, you know.
Exactly. So he got to know me very quick, you know, helped me in and out the bath, on the toilet and stuff. So
it's not the most romantic thing, but it's probably more of a test for a relationship, and it means that I hope you'll be together. I really do, and I hope that you do have more children, because I think everybody just wants you to be happy.
So does my mum, and so do I. Do you know what I find? That I find money causes greediness. Okay. When you're in this industry, or if you're famous or whatever, sometimes I feel that people try and cling on to it or want it, and then it causes you disruption because they get jealous, they get greedy. I've realised now, to get rid of so many people out of my life, there's hardly anyone left in it now. You're like a magnet. Yeah. And you can attract all these... And I'm too kind. This is trouble. People take my kindness as a weakness.
And I'm looking at you now, and I want to say to you, don't have any more work. You're fine.
You sound like my mother. Do you know what? Talking of that, Harvey.
I am your mother.
I know, you sound like my mum. She's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Because when Harvey just won the awards, so many people text me and said, Kate, what was that hat you had on your head? I said, it wasn't a hat, it was a bandage. And I had to cut the skin. I had a brow lift. Right. And my mum's like, what are you doing that for? And I'm like, Mum, just realise I'm in my 40s now. I did my whole career natural, apart from the boobs. I am going to have surgery. Why? You don't need it. I'm like, well, it's what I want. Just accept it and don't drive yourself mad.
But, Katie, the pain, apart from the expense...
Do you know, it's not painful. Do you know, the face actually isn't painful.
Is it not?
No.
What about teeth and things? Is that not dead sore?
With teeth, I fell off a skateboard when I was 7 and cracked my teeth. So if I didn't do that, I'd never have had my teeth done anyway. Right, OK. But that is the reason why I had them. But everything else now, I'm in my 40s, so why not? You know, everyone knows I'm going to do it, and everyone picks on me for it. My mum, everyone, but, you know, I try these things.
But you're one of the few that's very honest about it.
You know and I know. There's so many people out there who have these little tweets and are you joking? I'm natural. I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah, exactly. I tell everyone what I've had and I don't care.
When you look back on the girl starting out on this, is there anything you would say to her when you did your first photo? There you go, when you did your first photo shoot.
Oh, that is awful. Do you know, I was about 16 in that.
You look gorgeous.
But obviously I'm going to look different then. I'm 16, I'm 44 this year. Of course.
What would you say to that girl, full of hope and full of energy and all of that?
Do you know, I still had dramas all then, though.
Did you?
But yeah, I do. Look at me looking at that up and down. But do you know what? I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I'm focusing on the good. Katie, I'm all relaxed and calm.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad. And that therapy, you know what?
I stick to it. It's the best thing. Best thing ever. If anyone just talk about it, mental health is such a hidden illness. Like, you might look good on the outside, but it's what goes on, what ruminates in your brain.
Nobody knows what struggles people are going through, that's for sure. Well, the bond you have with your son in particular, with your oldest in particular.
Love Harvey.
We'll see it for ourselves. Katie Price, What Harvey Did Next is on our screens Monday the 7th of March, 9 o'clock on BBC One. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.